Man, how you feel about this episode, man?
Yeah, man, it's starting to pile up real fast. We didn't even see Fighter D this episode. This man must be really struggling somewhere.
It's getting tricky for real.
Yeah.
There's just so much that happened this episode, low key, man.
Yeah, they were bouncing around a lot, but
For
we got to finally see a little bit more about the old Blue Keepers. He was the under guy at the time.
Yeah, the guy who currently became the Blue Keeper.
So
honestly, his backstory tough.
yeah.
He's got like the battle IQ for real, because he was like, like this is how we can take it out. And even like his leader was like, "Are you sure you can dodge?" He said, "Trust me." That's when I knew. I was like, "Oh, so you're like that."
And then he hasn't even used his artifact in over 10 years, and he still pulled it out.
Oh, that
still was moving.
Was cold.
He said, "I ain't used it in 10 to 15 years. I felt rusty, but I got the job done." I was like, "You in fact did get the job."
He was a little rusty though, because that man got snuck.
That don't count. That's a timed move. You can't do nothing about that.
Bro, that boss monster that turns out to be the two lovebirds.
Yeah,
what are the powers on that thing?
That's peak cinema though. I'm sorry.
That's
like the people you would least expect to have that.
Yeah, I would never guess that one. Yeah. I was sitting there thinking like they was just like low key faking it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Until we saw they got their legs crushed and they was just chilling. I was like, oh,
wait a minute.
Yeah, I was like, something's wrong here. But I'm not sure if they were already the boss monster from the start. I don't even think they like joined up and took the serums.
No,
they might have already just been alive, just doing their thing.
So you're thinking that's the original boss monster?
Yeah, that's the original one, I think.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case, because we've never seen that before, for one, and two, just the
Rangers didn't know that much about them either.
Exactly.
Remember when the Blue Ranger girl was like, "Oh, you guys are the boss monster of this." He was like, "Oh, you must be an old timer." So he's probably been in the cut for a minute, because he's like, "Nobody knows who I am."
That makes a lot of sense. I could see that happening, and then they just finally whipped up the serums now for everybody else that didn't have one. So,
but what's also crazy too that we found out about this boss monster in particular is that he's apparently like low-key twice as strong as most boss monsters.
The couples one?
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
he's
100%.
technically like two people.
He is a time warper.
Yeah.
He's got it all.
He's broken.
Time stopper, time warper. He could put you in a different galaxy if you wanted to.
He's strong.
Send you to a different room at any time. He could literally send you in a room with a bunch of other kaijus, and you will be dead.
Bro,
if you really wanted to,
just talking about stop.
Yeah, bro.
Nah,
the blinding one was crazy from that other episode. Besides the point, but yeah, I think that's they're gonna need
messing with that boss monster.
They're gonna need multiple people to take that one out. But I think it just depends.
Divine Artifact though was actually a pretty good match for it though.
Oh yeah,
because not only could he like freeze he freeze the wound, which is tough. I was like, okay, he got that dog in him. He froze his wound
but
on
mind
spot.
you, he didn't even freeze it right away. He let it simmer for a second, and then he froze. You knew that was crazy.
That
Don't
was
lie.
crazy. That was crazy.
He's
got some more. I ain't even gonna lie.
He just sat there. He's like, oh, getting snuck. That's cool. All right. And then he freezes it. I was like, okay.
But I'm not sure if we can take what he said after that like completely at like face value, but he said I can freeze the entire world and then like froze everything, like to the point where it seemed like he froze time.
I could see that, but
because
then it made it to a point where he was able to save everybody all in a line. You saw them all just passed out. And I was sitting there. I thought it made it look like he killed that boss monster. I was like, damn, we didn't even get to see it. But then he told them that he got him out of there. But I was like, no, that other boss monster gonna need some work, bro. There's no way
you're gonna have to jump him.
Yeah, for sure. There's no way.
Because it was moving tough. But aside from that, I think they skipped right over to the Green Ranger, and I think it was the girl that had the hat. She turned into like this pig boss monster. Mm-hmm. But sadly for that boss monster, he showed up right in front of the dude who killed him last. Because you saw him as soon as he woke up. He said, "Green!" Oh,
he was expecting a totally different one,
bro. But he was sick.
This man actually turned into like a giant, like
straight kaiju.
Original Power Rangers when they get the robots and they fight. Nah,
they gotta pull that out too. Now that we're talking about it, these supposed to be the Ranger squads, man. Where the freaking mech at?
That's what I'm saying. I feel like they show it in like the intro where they're playing the songs and stuff, but we haven't seen it yet. So they're probably saving
hiding it, bro.
Yeah,
I need to see that.
Yeah, it's coming. I know it's coming.
I need the combo droid. For real.
That's gonna be crazy.
But this was a really crazy episode because honestly, on one hand, some of the keepers were low-key doing their thing. The other hand, some of them were struggling, man. And Pink Ranger, her powers are dope. But low key, she was getting packed up this episode. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
She was, but She's basically immortal though.
Yeah, her powers are crazy. Like she can just come back from anything, and it's like a weird thing where it's like she has like 3 seconds to undo it. So even if you kill her, like she can just like she's still somehow alive and just reconnects her head.
Like sliced off her head, and she came right back and kicked his door in right immediately,
bro. And his powers are pretty crazy too because he can have all these clones.
Yeah, his is tough too. But we finally got to see the Pink Ranger story of why she's in the wheelchair.
It makes so much sense.
That makes so much sense now.
Because I think she was just doing it for publicity.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, you can walk, you could do all these things, but it just turns out that
she was using her. Anytime she uses her divine artifact is when she gets her legs back. But yeah, her story is definitely tough. Her and the Red Ranger assistant, the second in command.
Yeah, that Red Ranger assistant dude.
That
he really been working hard. He's been working hard since he's like last season.
For sure.
Like he's just been put in wrong time for a lot of things.
And the Red Ranger just didn't mess with him like that. He don't think he's like pretty enough to be.
Yeah, he's different from everybody else. He's the only dude with the face paint on. Like he's different. He is 100% different. But we cannot say that man don't work hard. And the reason why he works hard is because of Sakuraba when he was little. Makes so much sense now.
Real, he beat his ass a couple times.
He was like, nah, they ain't gonna be happening no more.
It was his fault, but
makes so much sense.
Honestly, I think he's the first non-keeper ranger to take out a boss monster.
Yeah.
Besides, I guess Fighter D, technically. But that was mostly Blue. Blue did most of the job.
No, you're right. I'll say that, but he did technically like just walk up to him and stab him, and he wasn't. I don't know. That was weird.
Well, they've been fighting, though, is what it's implied.
Yeah.
So, I'll give it to him.
And
he got some help, but
pain
still.
tolerance, too, on him? Crazy.
Nah, I thought he died. The fact that he got smushed by the ball.
3 different directions.
Then stabbed. And then afterwards, he coughs up some blood, and I was like, he about to pass out. He was like,
I'm good.
To the next one. I was like, oh.
But they still have no stairs, though, but I forgot. He killed him, and then the illusion went away.
Yeah.
I thought it was...
You only need the stairs if he's still alive.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah. Yellow's still messed up for that. He could have definitely just saved him. He was like,
nah. But once he sees the next, he's gonna be like, oh,
y'all aren't that bad.
Yeah. Maybe it is worth keeping y'all around.
Facts. But it was definitely a really crazy episode, man. Like I said, we just saw so many rangers, so many keepers just doing their thing. On the back end, though, with the real Sakurama, that was the part that tripped me out the most. Okay, because what's her name, man? The black-haired girl that used to be in the Green Rangers. Her dad pulls up. You know what I mean? Hands them some boss monster serums, mind you. Which to me is like, how many of them does he have for him to just hand it to them?
Nah, they probably made stacks of those things, bro.
Yeah, because that doesn't even make sense right now.
Yeah.
Because he just hands it to them, and he's like, hey, man, like, you guys get to choose. Y'all can either become boss monsters and get on the winning side, or y'all can die with the rest of them out there. And obviously, you know what I'm saying, our Greenkeeper girl, the junior third rank, she wasn't about to fall for that.
She squeezed that syringe like it was nothing.
I'll pack you up, pack up everybody out there.
But it does cut off, though. We don't know if
Sakurama,
if he's going to take it or not.
He still has it,
yeah, exactly. I feel like his is still in his pocket, waiting to be used.
Sister didn't just sacrifice herself to save him right there, I think he might have done it. I think right now he's still like, he has faith in like the Ranger squad being able to do something, right? Because his sister used her divine artifact not instead of to save her, but to save him, because she saw his face when he came to try to like stop her from fighting the monster. And that part looked crazy because she was sitting there in a puddle of her own blood. But after him and the other fighter, I forgot her name, but
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
She's technically one of the fighters, right?
But she's one of the real fighters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because the ones that they got in the locked up are like the pussies. She was one of the ones that used to fight next to the boss monsters for real. You know what I mean? So she helps him take out that man, the paperback dude.
I call him the dude from Sinister, bro. He got all the strings and stuff. So, yeah.
But they help him take him out. Honestly, I didn't think he was gonna die there. I don't even think he might still be dead because his powers is all these clones. So maybe he did like a Lord Peltrola and just he had one last clone left somewhere. But for now, he's definitely out of the picture. And afterwards, man, that's where we get to see that this girl survived somehow. And she's just walking off talking about, I had my duty. I am so confused. How is she pulling this off right now?
Yeah, I thought she was dead. I don't know how she pulled that off.
These Rangers, bro, they're human beings, but some of them built a little different. That's all I'm going to say. Because right now, there's just so many moving parts. And the scariest part of all was the last scene. When we see this man, or her homegirl's dad, about to turn. Not even about to. He used 2 of them at the same time.
Yeah,
he ain't never cared.
Yeah, he's starting from the top.
And he turned into a boss monster where I don't even know how we described it, but he was like the demon god or something. I was like, hold up. Wait a minute. What you talking about, man? He turned into a demon, though. That's all I know.
Playing. His syringe has something else in it.
Yeah. For sure. It's definitely got something else in it, man. So right now, it's looking like it's heating up like a really crazy season finale. Mm-hmm. I don't know how they're about to pull this off. We got like a fake Red Ranger out here. Pink Ranger half dead.
And Peralta came back.
I forgot about Peralta, man.
I don't know what else to do right there.
Hey, man.
He watched them fighting the other guy.
He's about to press homegirl, though.
Yeah, he is 100%.
He looked at her like, what are you doing? I saw that.
So
whose side are you on?
About to get wicked.
Joe, man. Honestly, I think out of the boss monsters we've seen, aside from the boss monster that's the lovers, Trollo might have the most aura. That boy pulled up on the whole Ranger squads in their facilities, whooped them, and dipped. And he killed the keeper? Well, Trollo got that aura for him, man. I ain't even gonna lie. He's like
technically, that might be Yellow Ranger's fault then.
This is all Ranger's fault. Remember?
So he made that one then.
He made all of them.
Yeah, he made the goat.
He made him.
He made the goat.
Yellow Ranger is the problem.
He made one. He's like, actually, I don't know how we're gonna beat this one. Hopefully we figure it out.
He's scratching his head after the fact too. Like,
he did not.
Wait a minute, I haven't seen this one in a while. How do I kill it again?
Nah, this one's different. They don't even know what to do with that one because they haven't killed it and they fought it before.
Dog,
nah, it's over.
It's a problem, man. Like I said, if I was the Ranger squad, I would have looked at Rail Ranger as soon as I saw his boss monsters and been like, "Give me your badge." Go ahead and log off.
I'm just like that other Yellow Ranger that switched to the Monster Society. I'm quitting. I mean, I'm not going to turn myself into a monster or anything.
Nah, I'm just regular.
I'm quitting.
I'm moving up the country.
I'm definitely quitting, bro. Because too much.
Because when you see like how OD these boss monsters are, like, don't get me wrong, the Rangers themselves they got some weapons on them. Mm-hmm. These boss monsters are tough. Like, they got powers.
Yeah, most of them really got some stuff on them, bro.
And I'm like, if they was working together for real, I don't know. Aside from Green, I don't know who's messing with these.
They formed their little Sinister Six, it'd be over, man.
Beyond the Sinister Six.
It'd be over, is all I gotta say.
But you're right, though. A solid 6 of them together, city's done.
Yeah, for sure. And we got the God one, too.
This is about to get wicked, man. I'm excited. I want to see where like Fighter D fits into this right now. You see out here getting impressed by the freaking black-haired girl right now. Like, come on, man. You better lock in. Yeah. There's 8 boss monsters resurrecting as we speak.
Yeah, as of right now, this is definitely a good situation, but we gonna see.
Yeah, we definitely gonna see. But this is a pretty tough episode. What are you gonna rank this one?
10 out of 10, man. They were moving.
This was a 10. Very entertaining.
For Go Lucha Ranger, this was a 10.
Agreed.
100%.
Agreed. Y'all let us know what y'all found this episode down below. Aside from that, like, comment, subscribe. We'll catch y'all. Peace.